How is everyone? I've not done a video for a while, so here we are doing another video. I've set up a tripod. I didn't realise that this selfie stick my partner got has got a tripod on it. So I'm going to have a go downstairs with the dogs. Yeah, they're going to be noisy though. I'm jumping up and they're just excited to see me. I've took you out for a walk today as well. Yeah, I was just talking about trust and belief and stuff, faith and all that. I was having a chat with my partner then and trying to explain it to her because I read I think it's a Psalm 91 last week in church, and it was quite good. I felt it's so weird because I don't really read much. When I started reading this, it really felt powerful when I was saying it, and reading it to her then, it was different because you basically having to say the Lord's name and He'll trust you. And in a way, that's like believing in your boss and then He'll look after you, sort of thing. And it's not there anymore. And we started talking about like relationships and stuff. Elsa, come on, come lie down. Good girl. In your bed. Good girl, stay there. Sorry about that. Tippy tapping all over the floor. Yes, where was I going with this? So basically, I was like, I started going to church because obviously it's been forgotten about, and I've always been interested in going to church, and I'm actually enjoying it. And I think the reason why I'm enjoying it is because I want to learn. I want to go to church now, whereas when I was a kid, I didn't want to go, and I thought it was boring. And it's actually quite good because the people that I'm around are very loving people. Like, they are so happy. They're just really nice people, and it really puts me in a good mood after I've been to church. And I love meeting everyone and learning everyone's names. And it sounds strange to people that don't go to church, but I'm learning a lot, and trust is such a big thing because it's nowhere at the moment. And I mean, it's in my life. I trust my partner trusts me. And we have, the best way to explain this is we have this connection, so that if I go on a night out and get really drunk, there's a chance that there could be a really attractive young girl that, would be very interested in me, and then I could spend the night with her. Now, my partner trusts that I will come home to her. I've not been on a night out for a while, but I nearly did on Friday because of meeting up with a few mates of mine. Every night out or every long business trip or anything that I go on, she trusts me to not break my morals, my faith, my belief in her. And I do the same when she goes away for a few weeks abroad or whatever, if that ever happens. We are our own people. We can do that. We're not actually married yet. We're getting married this year, so there's no actual binding contract between us both. But we love each other, believe in each other, trust each other, and have faith in each other. And our moral belief that we love each other, and that's created this new relationship between us where we are strong. We are happy. Like, I love going to bed next to her every night and waking next to her every morning. You can't get that from one night stands. There's something, you can't explain it to these young kids now that think that sleeping with a million girls will make them happy. It won't, because you haven't felt love. And unfortunately, the people that you're sleeping with don't love themselves, and you may not love yourself. You may think you do, but you don't, and that's why you do these things, to make yourself feel better, but you don't feel better. And it's because No one trusts you, believes in you, has faith in you, and wants you to be the structure of their life. Otherwise, they want to work at a relationship with you, but no one does. And you don't want to with them, and it's because you're all broken. And going to church has actually made me realise that if you actually, God isn't, God is something, we don't know what. I believe my friend Simon mentioned to me a few weeks ago that heaven is a place, but it's also a place in us. Like God is in us, the heaven is in us. It's what we have inside us. We choose. Like you can choose to wrong someone, but eventually you'll get wronged. And a way of me thinking, explaining that to my partner was, if there's a man and a woman, and the man decides to go off with a younger woman that's more attractive, he cheats on his partner at the time. Eventually, he'll leave his partner at the time and start a new relationship with the younger woman who's more attractive. Now, this man could then, a few more years later, do the same to that woman. Now, that woman will be heartbroken and wonder what she's done. But she met a man who already cheated on a woman that he said he loved more than anything in the world. So why would he not do it to her? It's just a relationship. And that man, she could end up doing that to him. And then he will, well, why would you do something like that? That's wrong. Well, you've already done it to someone. And it's because there's no trust, no belief, no structure, and you've not actually worked. Now, if you go back 5 years in that relationship and he stayed with that woman and didn't have that relationship, and there was something in that relationship that he worked at, and he worked hard, and so did the woman, and they made it work, in 5 years' time, that could be one of the strongest relationships he'll ever have in his life. And it's just belief, trust, it's morals. And I think that the world's lost it all, especially in the political world. We don't trust our bosses, we don't trust the politicians that are running the country. There's a lot of trust that's been lost. And I'm a Christian. I've not been confirmed, which I need to sort that out. I think I need to speak to I think it's the Reverend at my local churches and see if we can get that sorted. My daughter's not been christened yet, but I'm looking to get her christened. I want to try and keep Christianity alive. I think it is being lost. A lot of people are saying it's being lost. And when you look around, and I look at church, I'm the youngest there. I mean, there are some younger kids that go to the Sunday club, but I'm the youngest in the actual ceremony. The elder generation aren't going to be here forever. So what happens when they're gone? And I think that I need to keep that going, because we need to have some sort of happy place in our life. And church is definitely showing me that there's some really, really nice people out there. And it's, I don't know what God is. I'm trying to figure that out. But there's definitely something inside us all that we need to work harder at, because if we can trust each other more than have the opposite beliefs, we will become stronger as a nation, as a community around the areas, and eventually we'll kind of have our lives back to some sort of normality. But it all starts with trust. Trust and belief in your partners. Work at your families, relationships. I don't know if there's any elder people on here that don't speak or talk to their sons or daughters. Try and break that silence. Just keep murdering them. Even if they never get back to you, just keep asking them how the day is. If you've had a fallout with your partner, like last night or last week, and it's a bit awkward, bite the bullet and just get in touch, go for the coffee, let's sort things out, especially if you've got children. If you've got children and you're arguing like children, then you're going to break the children's future, because I can see the difference in children that have a father and a mother figure who are strong and supportive, and I can see the children that don't have a supportive father and a mother, and they're a lot more sheltered, less confident, and eventually that will lead to anxiety and stuff as teenagers and hormones kick in, and that's not the child's fault. That's the parents not working at something that they could fix. Everyone makes mistakes, and sometimes it's best to hold your hand up and fix them. And so if anyone sees this and they're having relationship issues with parents, partners, daughters, sons, any family issues, friendships, just bite the bullet and try and fix it and work at it, because you're doing something that makes you feel uncomfortable that will strengthen you straight away. That person could be on the other side of the phone thinking the same, and you're the bigger person to get to them first to fix things. Because if there was any love or any friendship in that relationship you had with the person, they will be screaming out for you to just get in touch. So try and fix that relationship and then start building trust, and you will be surprised at how much better your life will be after doing something like that. I've done it. I fall out with my mum. I used to fall out with her all the time, and then we managed to fix it. And then a couple of months ago we nearly fell out, and I stayed away, and she messaged me and said, "What's up? You not spoke to me for a while." So I said, "Look, I said a few things. I didn't want to upset you, and I just thought I'll give you time to cool down." She says, "Oh, shut up. Come on, let's go round." She was the better person. She contacted me, and we didn't even talk about anything that was anything to do with whatever it was, and we were just like best friends again. And I went to Anglesey on Tuesday. I helped her sort a caravan out. She sold it. She was happy. Things happen for a reason. You know, she's less stressed now. She's really happy. She's got a new caravan that's bigger and better for her. She was freaking out about the caravan, but I went round and said it's massive, it's lovely, it's brilliant, and she loves it now. Just there's things that you can do in your life that make other people's lives better, and when you make their life better, then you'll also make your own better. But doing things that make you uncomfortable to build a relationship is probably better than doing things that just make you feel uncomfortable anyway. But trust in relationships and beliefs, they are way better to have than just changing your jobs all the time, or, you know, going off and having one night stands, trying to make yourself happy that way. You'll never be happy living a life like that until you find what you want and you strongly believe in it. Then you'll always be filled with uncertainty and unhappiness. But yeah, trusting partners, it's a very powerful thing, and yeah, I'm learning that from church. So that's another thing. Try and have a day in church. Just do it. It's an hour. I'm going in 40 minutes. It starts, but I'm looking forward to it. I've got my family coming with me as well. They're not really as big into it as me, but I'm making them do it because I want them to be there with me. And every time they do it, at the end of it, like my daughter, she never wants to go, but never wants to leave at the end of it. She loves it. And I just think that it's because we're doing things that we don't feel like we want to do, but at the end of it, you always feel better after it. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Take care, everyone, and I will speak to you soon. Goodbye.